Hey guys, today I will be discussing the importance of exercise before cancer, during my cancer treatment and my cancer stay in the hospital, and now currently with my program for what I'm doing. Rewind a little bit. Previous videos I talked about my physical fitness. I was in very good shape, weighed about 220 pounds, flipping 300-pound tractor tires very easily, very strong, felt very good. Snatching a 70 and 88-pound kettlebell very easily. Not because I was trying to prove something, but that's how I trained. That's what I did as far as my training, what I prefer to do. And here we call that underground training. Flipping tires, sledgehammers, carrying rocks, logs, all of the above. And I got to be in really good shape. Get diagnosed with cancer, what saved me so that I could get diagnosed was my physical fitness. I've already done a few videos on that. You're welcome to rewatch some of those. But being in shape actually preserved my life long enough so that the doctors could make a diagnosis for the cancer. Yay to exercise. I love my profession. Woohoo! Yeah, love it, okay? No other profession that I can think of where I get to exercise, have fun, be able to stay in shape, and motivate others. I love what I do. I'm built for this. Okay, I'm in the hospital, okay? December 2013, all through January 2014, and that entire year, 2014, 2015, 2016, up till now, number one thing my cancer doctors ask me at every evaluation, at every assessment, every time I'm getting my blood drawn, how often have you fallen? My answer is always the same: never. I have stumbled, I have not fallen. And they're always amazed by that answer. They're like, you mean you've never just fallen over? And I go, no. I have caught myself from doing that. Could have tripped in the carpet, could have tripped over my own feet, tripped up the stairs, tripped down the stairs. I mean, common things that we all do. Cancer patients, though, tend to drag their feet because unless they're moving throughout the day while they're in the hospital, getting out of bed, they shuffle. That swish, that means you're dragging your feet. Well, when you're in a hospital and you've got an IV and you've got two different ports connected to two different IVs, you got tubes and stuff hanging down. And I mean like 10-foot tubes, long tubes. You can get tangled up in your feet. They can get wrapped around you very easily. You can trip getting out of bed. You can trip going to the bathroom. You can trip brushing your teeth. You can trip walking down the hallway. So the hazards for tripping are great. And the hazards for falling is even more so. While I was in the hospital, I refused to just stay in the bed. Did I have bad days? Yes. Did I have days that I didn't want to move? Yes. Choice. I had to make a choice. What is exercise? Think about it. What is it? It doesn't mean I'm going to the gym and killing myself. If you want it to mean that for you, great. Not for me. If I did something every day that killed me, that gave me physical pain and harm, I would not do that very long. My exercise program gives me fulfillment, gives me joy, gives me strength, gives me mobility, so that I can be a good business partner here at work, so I can be a good trainer, so I can be a great dad, so I can be a good Christian, so I can balance my life. Exercise is movement that you enjoy. I like going for a bike ride. I like going for a walk. I like walking my dog. I like swinging a kettlebell. Wow, those are all very different forms of exercise. But guess what? The common denominator is I like to do it. It feels good. I grew up in the 80s. The big mantra in the 80s was, if it feels good, do it, right? And I'm gonna get my head going here, get a little head swagger. Feels good, do it. Exercise feels good. I'm human. Do I have days that I don't want to do it? Yes. Do I have days that I'm really tired? Yes. What do I do in those days? I modify my exercise program. Maybe I do a half hour of club swinging and I make the weight on the club or the mace lighter than what I've been doing. And I do a little less reps and do just a little bit less time on that particular implement. Maybe I just go for a walk. Here's what I'm not saying. I go home and lay down and pull a quilt over my head and I'm gonna sleep for the next 12 hours. Because guess what? If I did that, I would wake up depressed. We're designed to move. Our bodies are designed to move. We're creatures of movement. One of the things that the doctors asked me, because I was always dressed and ready for my day when they came in to see me in the hospital, which if you've ever been to a cancer hospital, that's unusual. Most cancer patients are laying in bed. They have their drape, the garment that you get. Their tubes are hanging out. They don't feel good. They don't feel like talking to anybody. They don't want to see anybody. They don't want the lights on. They don't want music on. And these are on the days that they're feeling really bad. I'm not saying all cancer patients. There were quite a few cancer patients like me that I got to meet that wanted to move. But I chose to move, okay? I chose to keep moving. Even now, I choose to move. Doctors, the number one, besides prescription medicine that they were telling me to do, was to keep moving. Now that I've beaten exercise and movement to death, I've got some pictures and a few websites that I want to go over with you. I think you'll find them interesting. You're going to know this information already because you don't have to be a cancer patient to exercise. Right? This is something that I ask the high school students in my health and PE class. Do you have to be an athlete to do exercise? I was an athlete all the way through college. Mentally, I know what it means to push and to get yourself to the next level. If you've never played a sport in your life, can you still exercise? The answer is yes. Yes, you can. Sports doesn't mean exercise. Just want to make that clear real fast. All right, so I have the American Cancer Society website pulled up. And they give some pretty good information here. Ways regular exercise may help you during cancer treatment. Keep or improve your physical abilities. Improve your balance. Hello? Lower risk of falls and broken bones, okay? When you're in the hospital and you're going through chemo or they're putting in these very poisonous drugs to knock your body down so low so they can start the radiation, every tissue in your body is being affected because your blood goes everywhere. If you sit long enough, what's going to happen to your bones and to your muscles? They're going to atrophy, which means they're going to get smaller and weaker. So if you fall, can you break a leg? Yep. Can you break a hip? Yep. Can you break an arm and wrist? Yep, you can, unless you exercise to help prevent that. Next one, keep muscles from wasting due to inactivity. Don't let them atrophy. Improve your self-esteem. There were days I hated my walking because I was alone. And when you get alone sometimes, you get trapped in your own thoughts. And I'm walking and I'm walking and I'm like, I think today is it. But I finished that walk and I felt great. The euphoria came over. And then mentally I checked back in saying, you know what? I got this. I can be here another day. I survived today. I'll be here another day. Lessen your nausea. Cancer patients are nauseous. They're giving you massive amounts of medicine. Okay? They restrict your eating because some of the medicine affects your mouth and your digestive tract. You're going to be nauseous. You're going to be sick. You're going to want to get some of that stuff out. Goals of an exercise program. And didn't all this kind of sound familiar to like everyday individuals? Not just cancer patients, but everybody? These guidelines, this would be good for anybody. There are many reasons for being physically active during your cancer treatment. But each person's exercise program should be based on what's safe and what works best for them. Your exercise plan should take into account any exercise program that you already follow, what you can do now, and any other physical problems or limits you have. So it sounds like here, they're talking about once you're discharged, once you're out of the hospital. Certain things that will affect your ability to exercise. Number one, the type and stage of cancer that you have. Your body is different than when you went into the hospital. Your cancer treatment, the medicine you're taking, right? The chemo drugs, immunodepressant drugs, antiviral drugs, all of that goes into your body. And your body has to deal with it. Your stamina, meaning your endurance, strength and fitness level. So the American Cancer Society recommends that cancer survivors do these things. Take part in regular physical activity. Avoid inactivity and return to normal daily activities as soon as possible after diagnosis. Don't lay around. I tell this to my clients, especially after they just started a new program, or maybe we do a new exercise and they are sore. What does your body tell you to do? Sit down, lay down. Wrong, okay? I'm not saying go flip a 300-pound tire. Get up and keep moving so that you don't stay stiff, so that you don't lose your balance, so that you get your energy back, right? So you stay dialed in to what you're doing. Aim to exercise at least 150 minutes per week. That's not that much. That sounds like a lot. 30 minutes a day. Nothing says you have to do an hour or 2 hours in a day. Basic movement, 30 minutes. I know everybody has 20 to 30 minutes in their life. Include strength training, right here. Include strength training, exercises at least 2 days per week. That doesn't always mean weights. Walking for a cancer patient is strength training. It's endurance training. It's also cardiovascular training. That might be what they can do for that day. I did little, got my chair. I did my dips, I did my squats, right? Okay, I did my Z Health exercises. I did all these things, right? That can be resistance training. Holding your arm out for a minute, that can be heavy. Holding your arm out this way, holding it up. There's lots of ways to do resistance training, okay? Doesn't always have to be weights. My goal is for that cancer patient to get well enough so where they can start introducing kettlebells and tires and weight training, to reintroduce all that. I think it'd be awesome because you can actually develop more musculature, create more bone density, which as cancer patients we need because we lose bone density. We lose muscular endurance. Always check with your doctor before starting an exercise program. Always. Be sure you understand what you can and can't do. Can't overstate that enough. Most physicians, most cancer doctors, if the patient is well enough to do exercise, they recommend it daily. Not once in a while, not once a week, not when they feel like it, daily. Remember, you're fighting for your life. You want to be able to get out of bed. You want to go home. I haven't met a cancer patient that just wants to stay in the cancer hospital. Your cancer team will check your blood counts. Very important. Ask them about the results and if it's okay to exercise. If your blood counts are too low, you may not be able to handle the exercise program. Your red blood cells are the cells that combine with the oxygen, okay, that give you the energy. There's not that many, then you're not going to have that many to bind with the oxygen molecule to give you energy. So you don't want to overtax yourself. Do not exercise if you have unrelieved pain, nausea or vomiting, or any other symptom that causes you concern. If you're feeling bad and you've got like a tummy ache, but you're gonna push and say, I'm gonna do crunches, no. As a cancer patient, no. Stop. Talk to your doctor. Find out what is that pain. Benefits of exercising after treatment. You can increase your strength and muscle mass. You can improve your aerobic capacity and improve your flexibility. My cancer doctors are constantly measuring my flexibility. Prevent bone loss, always good. Improve mood and quality of life. I've never met anyone that got in a good workout that left in a bad mood. They always left in a good mood because they have a sense of accomplishment. Because they made it to the workout. Improve survivorship for certain cancers. Yeah, I know that if I don't train, if I don't work out, if I don't keep exercising, I'm going to increase my chances of dying sooner. Maintain a healthy weight and improve your blood sugar. Always good. So I'm going to end the video with this. And I felt it was important for me to go over the benefits of exercise, not only as a cancer patient and survivor, but also as a professional trainer. As a professional trainer, everyone that knows me and knows my business knows that I approve of any form of exercise, especially the exercise that I prescribe to you. As a cancer patient, because I still see the doctors on a regular basis, it's important for me to present myself to the doctor that I'm actually doing things on my end to sustain my life, so that when I report to them and they check my blood and my blood sugar is good, my calcium is good, and the potassium and the magnesium, those are all things I can control through my nutrition and through my exercise. If they see that I'm doing my part, then the medication that I'm taking, my body will be able to react to that a lot better. So as a cancer patient, I believe it's our responsibility, as much as the doctor, to help us get through this journey so that we're able to succeed. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you have any questions, please email me. And of course, on our YouTube page, always please click the like and subscribe button. All right, we will talk to you guys next time.